wanted to share some basic information for parents that would be important for them, especially if they are going to be filing claims to their insurance company and they're using an out-of-network provider. So how to file a claim. If you're going to use an out-of-network provider, that's a provider who's not in network with your insurance company and is not credentialed with your insurance company. And you need to know a few things that are going to be important to you and your family. First critical question is, do you have out-of-network benefits? If the answer is no, you will not be able to use an out-of-network provider and be eligible for reimbursement from your insurance company. Or you'll just understand that that's completely out of pocket. Your insurance company should be able to provide you with a list of eligible providers in your area. Okay, if you do have out-of-network benefits, then you need to know if you have an out-of-network deductible. If you do, you'll need to prepare for this financially. And also realize that even while you're meeting your deductible, you still need to submit claims because you want to get credit towards your out-of-network deductible so that you show the insurance company that you're meeting it. Now, your insurance company will most likely credit the allowable and not the charge you're paying to your provider. So be aware that you might be spending more out of pocket in order to meet your deductible. Okay, you need to know your insurance policy. Obtain a certificate of coverage from your human resources representative at your place of work. And you need to review it and ask some questions about the percentage of reimbursement for out-of-network providers. What are your individual and family out-of-network deductibles? What is your out-of-pocket limit? After you reach your deductible limits, what percentage of the reimbursement for out-of-network providers? You may be asked to pay the difference between that and what your provider is charging. What is your lifetime cap? It's really important to understand how your insurance company classifies and administers the benefits for the services your child is receiving. Many primary care medical insurances separate what they consider a medical procedure from a mental health service. Those mental health services are often administered by another company. So you'll need to ask them about those benefits. Some insurance policies consider autism a biomedical condition, and all benefits are administered under the primary medical insurance. You'll need to obtain the CPT code, that's a procedure code, and the diagnostic code. You need to have those with you when you're calling your insurance company to ask your questions. You need to ask if there is a prior authorization or predetermination of services for out-of-network providers, and if so, what is the submittal process? Because if you fail to do this, you will not be eligible for reimbursement for that cost. There are some other important questions you can ask. I won't go over all of them, but it's important that you keep detailed records of each call, including the date, time, person's name that you talked to, and reference number if applicable. Okay, what do you need to file a claim? You need a claim form from your insurance company. You can find that on their website or out of your handbook that your employer provided to you. You need to make sure your provider's bill is very itemized. It won't be reimbursable if it doesn't have all these details. You need to make sure that the bill notes that you've already paid that provider and that they are not due funds. You'll need to write a letter stating that you've already paid the service and you need reimbursement made out to you. Attach any pre-authorizations and a letter of medical necessity if you have it. Never send originals, only photocopies. Also, providers should be submitting detailed reports to you of what they're doing and your child's progress. You won't need that to file a claim, but you will need that if you need to appeal a denial.